Welcome back to the Eagle Insights podcast.
We're back with Jeff Jenkins for our second annual movie list. This year we are tackling the top 10 sports movies, our top 10 sports movies, no letters please, of all time. Jeff, do you have any honorable mentions to start us off with?
I have plenty, actually. This was tough. This was very tough. This was actually much tougher than last year. We did the top 5 Christmas movies of all time. Yes. And of course, we had the debate on whether Die Hard was a Christmas movie or not, and I think we had a split decision on that. Yeah. I did not believe so. You did.
I believe that's correct.
All right, we're still friends. It's okay. Yes, but the movies that were very great, sports movies that were not on my top 10 were Hoosiers, which a lot of people are going to be mad that I didn't put that on my top 10. I apologize, you basketball people. Miracle. The ice hockey story from, I believe that's the 1980 team that won the Olympics there. The Program, football movie from the early 90s. Kingpin, because I was thinking about our bowling team. Yep. And how I could maybe represent most of the sports in this high school, and Kingpin came to mind, and I was oh, perfect.
I don't think I stopped watching that in the 90s. I watched it on repeat.
It's one of those that when it comes on, you watch it. You got to. Woody Harrelson, the whole deal. And then Bad News Bears was great. Okay. The 1976 version of Bad News Bears, I think, is
Walter Matthau.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. That was my honorable mention list.
I've got a few more, but there's definitely some that combine. I have Seabiscuit, which is just a great movie. Ford versus Ferrari, because maybe cars are. You could throw Days of Thunder in there too.
That was a good movie.
Raging Bull. For love of the game, I think I could actually have my own list of just Kevin Costner sports movies. Bull Durham, Field of Dreams, Cinderella Man. Here's one, Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings, yes. Jamaican bobsled team.
Caddyshack, The Natural, The Program.
This is unreal.
These are just...
our top 10 must be phenomenal, because these are ridiculous movies that you're here.
The new Adam Sandler basketball movie, Hustle. If you haven't seen that, it is phenomenal. And The Express, the Ernie Davis story.
Yeah, good movie.
So,
great movie.
All right, so those are just the honorable mentions. Jeff, kick us off.
Wow.
Number 10.
Number 10 for me, which could certainly be much higher up on my list, but there's about 12 of these movies. I'm going with Rocky, and I'm going with Rocky 1.
Yep.
True story of an underdog. Really kicked off Sylvester Stallone's career. Mm-hmm. He wrote it, produced it, starred in it, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's been a movie that has, certainly passed the test of time. Once people hear that training montage, they immediately think Rocky, and it gets everybody excited. So that's my number 10.
We're going to hear from a staff member specifically on another Rocky movie a little bit later. Number 10 for me is A League of Their Own. Tom Hanks is the manager, Gina Davis is the catcher. Just great on-screen chemistry. But the thing for me that I think is on this list, either the actors were natural athletes and pulled off whatever game they were playing, they pulled off the game exceptionally, or the videography did well enough to really kind of trick you into making it work.
From what I understand about that movie is that they did a lot of the actual ball playing, and got the bruises and all that stuff.
Yeah, the one scene of the woman in the dugout and showing her bruise, that was real.
Where she slides into, Yep. So. Great movie, phenomenal movie.
All right, let's go with your number 9.
My number 9, movie that came out at the perfect time for me when I was a kid. I was about 11, 12 years old or so. I didn't want to say 6, 7 because
and there you did.
And there I go. Now I was probably about 11, 12 years old. The Sandlot.
Yes.
I mean, I was loved baseball at the time. Played a lot of baseball, growing up, and I was right in that age range of all the main characters there. And what a phenomenal movie, and what a phenomenal time to be a kid. Being 11 years old and playing ball with your friends, and it really kind of reminded me of my childhood. Just being outside playing ball with my buddies pretty much every day. Yep. Going down to the swimming pool. I mean, it was so I guess it really resonated with me because there were so many similarities to my own life in that movie.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. We're going to stay with baseball for my number 9 and go with Moneyball. I think it rates really highly. It's more of a dramatic, but
movie,
the baseball in it holds up. The talking about Billy Beane and how he really changed the game.
True story too.
There are some true aspects in the story. I think the getting the math of the game right was really important to them. Some of the story stuff I know changed up a little as I've seen guys talk about it over the years, but it really does kind of hold up for me. He did revolutionize the game. It's been revolutionized yet again, but it was a great story for me.
Phenomenal acting too. Jonah Hill did a great job in that movie. Brad Pitt was phenomenal as well.
Yep. All right, your number 8, sir.
My number 8. Now this is the PE and health teacher coming out, and me, I got to go with dodgeball.
Okay.
Dodgeball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That's true. That is true. I've found that to be accurate as long as I've lived.
And I believe on the cover of that movie, when they used to have DVDs and stuff, it's a true underdog story. And a lot of my top 10 is underdog stories in relation to sports. So. All right. That's my number 8.
Well, we're going to stay with the irreverent here, and my number 8 is White Men Can't Jump. Now, if you can ignore the problematic racism in it, it's a work of its time.
Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes, Rosie Perez. This was amazing.
Great cast, and I mean even the Wesley Snipes' friends in that movie.
That's an iconic movie, right?
They were great, all great basketball players. So
great pick.
All right, number 7 for you.
Number 7. So my friends that I grew up with are gonna love this. I went with Bloodsport. And we laugh about that, but I'm sure any high schoolers are like, what are you talking about right now? Bloodsport, I was a big Jean-Claude Van Damme fan as a youngster, watched all his movies.
Who among us was not?
Exactly. It was a great time to grow up. In Bloodsport, there's this, essentially it's a karate competition. He wins what's called the Kumite. And right now, again, people may be tuning off right now because they have no clue what I'm talking about. But it is absolutely one of my favorite movies of all time. A lot of athletic ability shown in the movie. Some really good fight sequences, and I was like trying to think outside of the box. I was like, well, it's sports, it's competition, maybe deadly competition at times, but phenomenal story. One of my favorite movies of all time.
Gotcha. Kids, make sure you can watch it. It could be R-rated.
It's R-rated, among some other ones that we have.
All right. Number 7 for me. Okay, this is admittedly not a great movie, but for whatever reason, it just tickles me and I watch it every time. The Replacements.
Oh, yeah.
Keanu Reeves is the quarterback. His second stint as a quarterback, if you include when he was Johnny Utah.
Oh, that was Point Break. Right?
Point Break, yes, thank you. John Madden and Pat Summerall doing the play-by-play is just nostalgia for me. I mean, the editing is horrific in it. The lighting is exceptionally bad, but it's one of those ones that I watch it
when it's on. You watch it, My number 6, Major League. I love Major League. Charlie Sheen. What was his nickname in that?
Wild Thing?
The Wild. How do I come on now? Forget the curveball, Ricky. Give him the heater.
That's right.
All right. So most baseball players have probably watched that movie. Great movie. Really good cast in that as well. So that's one that I've watched probably 1,000 times in my life.
Absolutely.
And we'll watch it again if it's on this weekend.
100%. Number 6, Necessary Roughness.
Oh, yeah.
Kathy Ireland. No, very important movie for my youth, but Manu Manu the Slender. Scott Bakula playing a pretty good quarterback.
50 years old,
He looked like he could throw the ball. But it was just a great action. Rob Schneider cutting his teeth when he was very young.
Was the announcer correct?
Yes. So just a top comedian playing the dean. So it was just a really great movie for me. I love it. Again, one of those when it's on, I really
like that assistant coach too. the real fiery guy. He was pretty good.
Wally.
Yeah, Wally. Yep. Awesome. 1990, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
right?
I believe that's accurate. All right,
Number five, certainly one of the greatest acting performances, I think, especially for him. Raging Bull.
Okay.
Robert De Niro, 1980 possibly. Joe Pesci's also in that. Based off a true story, Ray Lamato or something like that. But yeah, Raging Bull was excellent. I think it really encapsulated that time period of boxing and just how brutal it was and how tough these guys were and what they were willing to put their bodies through.
All right, number five for me. I think it's kind of a dark horse, Blue Chips.
Great movie.
Nick Nolte, Shaquille O'Neal, Anthony Hardaway. Just these guys as they're young, just coming into the league, and really playing great. Clearly, the basketball is beyond anything in there. Great camera work, great movement. The story of the point shaving scandal as it kind of popped back up in the 90s. So just a really great work for me. And I was a sucker for Nick Nolte back then in terms of like the 48 Hours movies. Which I shouldn't have been watching at that age, but yeah.
I thought he did a great job as the head coach of that team. I mean, it seemed like from an acting perspective, you could see it, and a lot of the things that happened way back then now is like really come to fruition now. It's with the NILs and the paying of players and the transfers and everything else. But I will say that I believe that was Shaq's best acting performance, and if Shaq watches this podcast, which he probably will not, all right, it was a little better than Shazam, if not mistaken. But I thought he did a great job in Blue Chips.
All right, number four, sir.
Number four, here we go. Okay, my number four, this one's probably obvious from Rudy. Way up there. I love the fact that it's mostly based on a true story.
Underdog,
being the football guy, and I love people like this on the team that I coach. These guys who don't have the most height or strength or speed, but just find a way to really be a big part of our team and contribute. And I feel like we got a bunch of Rudies on our team, so that's why I got them. That movie is my number four.
Gotcha. I bring back one of yours. I've got Rocky ranked a little higher at number four for me. Not
is this Rocky 1?
This is Rocky 1.
Okay,
I mean, again,
Oscar-winning Rocky.
You said, I think the most fascinating thing about it for me is that Sylvester Stallone couldn't get any roles for anything, so he wrote himself a role,
Phenomenal
and he won awards for it, and he was obviously spawned quite the franchise. He's the man's done well for himself.
He's doing all right. Yeah.
All right, number three for you.
3. A League of Their Own.
Okay. Very nice.
I don't know if that had to win some Academy Awards. I would assume that was an incredible movie. Like you said, the cast, I think it's one of Tom Hanks' best performances. I love Gina Davis. She was perfect in that role. It was exciting. It was a heartfelt movie. The time period of it, the idea of it, during the war and these girls, playing baseball. It was just a really cool movie. Feel-good movie, a movie that you can watch with your family. And I'm sure we'll probably eventually watch it with our whole family. Eventually soon.
We've watched it with my daughter, but not my son yet. But my daughter did not like Tom Hanks in that role.
What in the world?
No, but looking at it from a teen girl's perspective, it's a little bit
mean
different.
Manager.
Exactly.
He's just trying to bring out the best in them. I wish people would understand that about us coaches. When we come across as mean, we're just trying to bring out the best in people.
All right, number 3 for me, I'm bringing in golf, and I'm going Tin Cup.
Ooh.
Again,
that should have been on my honorable
Kevin Costner movies. Cheech Marin, the relationship that those two have and the on-screen chemistry between them was just phenomenal. It was the first, I think, serious role I think I ever saw Cheech Marin in, and Kevin Costner can play the game. The guy is an athlete, so it was really great to see him doing that. And then you just love the end where it's like you can be iconic for something that's not so great.
Right.
And the lesson that maybe it's going to take you a few times and maybe
he went for it.
You're going to blow it all up, but at the same time, like, that's a shot that not too many people are ever going to hit.
He went for it, man. I got an issue with that. I'll tell you why.
What's that?
Because now you've named, if I'm not mistaken, 2 Kevin Costner movies.
At least.
And I don't have an issue with him, but, my wife's got a big crush on Kevin Costner, so I left him off of my list completely on any sport.
I was going to put Kevin Costner Yellowstone, or is that Kevin Costner movies?
I think that she likes old Kevin Costner and young Kevin Costner equally as well.
Yeah, he's a handsome man.
He is. We can't deny that. All right, whatever.
All right. Number 2 for you, sir.
Number 2, Remember the Titans.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Obviously, I think it's the greatest football movie ever.
Yeah.
I think right now we need more of that. Mm-hmm. In our society and our coaching, I think, and I'm going to go off on a little tangent here, I apologize, but, we have gotten into a time period where sports have become very much about the individual and not the team. Mm-hmm. And, movies like that kind of allow us to reflect on, the original purpose of football and baseball and all these great sports. It's about teamwork and camaraderie and that brotherhood or sisterhood that's developed within these teams. And I think, Remember the Titans exemplifies that to the fullest extent.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so number 2 for me, this was a little lower on your list, The Sandlot. I know that my brother-in-law just showed this to their oldest daughter, and her response to it was, Benny the Jet is very cute. And she's 7 years old.
He is. Come on, man.
Just a great story of friendship. And
you know what
like
I mean?
He
wears the PF Flyers.
My love for Converse. It's just a great story of youth friendship. Like you said, that's what we did when we were kids. We didn't check, it was like come back when the street lights go.
We're probably pretty much around the same age.
I got a couple years, but yeah.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it was just an awesome movie for that time period. I loved it.
100%. All right, sir.
Number 1.
Time has arrived.
What it is.
Number 1.
Okay. Now this one may surprise you a little bit. I love this movie, and again, based off another true story. I think this one was pretty historically accurate. Cinderella Man.
Okay. Yep.
James Braddock, way back in the Depression era.
Yep.
Basically a boxer on his way out. Not winning matches, he loses his license to fight, all that stuff. And, then the depression hits and, basically he needs to come in and fight a guy who's going to be a contender for the world championship and gets this upset win, which strings to more upset wins. And the more he wins, the more money. And he's taking care of his family who was devastated by the depression. Really cool, interesting, true story.
Yeah.
I think for that time period, wow. To accomplish that and to go through what he went through, really heartwarming story.
Absolutely. All right, so my number 1 is Major League. Showed it to my son. He is 11, so probably too early. I'm probably a bad parent. You can send me letters if you want. I'll say I saw it in the theater at 9, peak 90s, 80s parenting, but
that is so funny.
I can still...
I got a story about that I'd like to share.
I still can quote every single line from it. The baseball is phenomenal. Reportedly, Wesley Snipes is not a great baseball player. They slowed down even the running sequences to make him look good. But I will say that when I showed it to my son, I was like, hey, look at the way he's got that forward lean when he's starting to run. And my son runs straight up, so I'm showing him that.
Willie Mays Hayes.
Charlie Sheen is actually can pitch. Some stories about that. But and then they made Tom Berenger look like a broken down 38-year-old catcher. He was 38 when the movie filmed. And the ending sequence of that movie is just phenomenal. What a brilliant kind of lay down a bunt and have the guy score from second. Just incredible, I think, movie. Just one that if it's on, I'm going to watch it. So
I love it that it's the Cleveland Indians as well, who at the time were probably not very good.
No, that really, I think, brought kind of the Indians, now the Guardians, back. into popularity, and all of a sudden people cared, and like all of a sudden the Jake is built a few years later, and I know it's Progressive Field now, I think, but all of a sudden that team in the late 90s is amazing. So so fun to watch that, and like every time you watch it, you relive your youth too. So
understand.
Anything else, sir?
Now, you mentioned earlier about the 80s and 90s parenting.
Yes.
And as you saw, rated R movie, I think, in the theater.
It is rated R.
So I think I can trump that.
Go for it.
And my mom may be watching this, and Mom, it's all right. It's all good. I appreciated you taking me. I remember seeing Terminator 2, and I think I was 10 years old. In the theaters, and that was a pretty violent movie. For a 10-year-old to see. But I never really thought about it until I got older. I was like, man, times must have been different back then.
They absolutely were, because we can't do that.
My mom took me to see Terminator 2 in the movie theater.
Your mom is awesome.
She's a great mom. Love you, Mom.
All right. So we're going to wrap this up with some thoughts from teachers across the district. Jeff, thank you so much for being here again. We'll do it again next year.
I can't wait. Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
This is Josh Craig, and I teach at the high school. If I had to pick my favorite sports movie of all time, it would have to be Rocky IV, and there's so many reasons for that. Rocky had to come out of retirement to avenge the death of his best friend. He had to travel to and fight in Russia. This is during the Cold War, which kind of added to that. There's an epic training montage that's probably the best in any sports movie ever. And during the fight, Rocky wins over the hearts of the Russian fans, comes from behind to defeat this superhuman, and it seems like he ends the Cold War with his post-fight speech. All around, just a great sports movie.
Hey, Marjorie Horvath, Principal Secretary, Stephen Bell Elementary. Top favorite sports movie? That's a tough one. I'm going to go with The Sandlot. It's funny, it's heartfelt, it perfectly captures your youth, spending the days with your friends. It's such a classic. I also want to give a shout out to a couple of my runners-up. A League of Their Own, Necessary Roughness, Wildcats, and of course Major League.
And finally, we have high school teacher Stephanie Tomlin.
Invictus is a story about using sports to bring people together. It highlights the presidency of Nelson Mandela and the globally known Springbok rugby team. Mandela was committed to unity and ending the cycles of discrimination in his country. He was committed and a powerful leader because of the strong example he set for others. I really like the film because Morgan Freeman does a great job of playing Mandela and portraying his selfless devotion to his people and to a better world.